Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
The court as well. Thank you for asking. This is case number 25, B like Berkeley E 00171. It is people of the city of Berkeley versus Teresa Diane Metcalf. That's you?
Yes.
Ms. Metcalf, welcome to the 44th District Court. This is the date and time for your informal hearing. An informal hearing is civil in nature. These are not criminal matters. Nobody's going to jail today on this traffic ticket. However, it's considered serious enough that Sergeant Smith did issue the citation on the date in question. That was January 12th this year at 9:30 in the morning. You were operating in 2007 Chevrolet, white in color, on Woodward Avenue M1 at or near Webster in the city of Berkeley, and you were operating that vehicle while also operating a mobile electronic device. The sergeant's remark indicates phone in hand as patrol passed. Respondent, Ms. Metcalf, indicates she was door dashing. So with that, today is your day in court, Ms. Metcalf. This is a 0-point violation, but you do have 3 rights from which you must select in the protection of your hearing. You may admit responsibility in this matter. The court will attach a fine that will close up the case. You can admit responsibility with an explanation that you believe mitigates your circumstances, or you can deny responsibility. We'll swear the parties and take testimony, and then the court will make a call of responsible or not responsible based upon the civil burden of proof, which is known as the featherweight test or a preponderance of the evidence. So as to violation of Michigan hands-free, driving while operating or holding a mobile device, do you wish to admit, and explain, or deny responsibility?
Deny responsibility.
Very well. Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give before this court shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Please proceed, Sergeant, and then it will be your turn, Ms. Metcalf.
Your Honor, on the 12th of this year, or January, I was northbound on Woodward, approaching Webster. I also noticed the vehicle that was next to me. It was a white Chevy Impala. I'm sorry, yes, a white Chevy Impala. The lone occupant was Miss Metcalf. She was the driver of the vehicle. She had a cell phone in clear view in her hand while operating the motor vehicle. When I stopped her for this violation, she admitted that she was using the phone to DoorDash. She needed it for the DoorDash purposes, and I explained Michigan's mobile device law and issued the violation for the same.
Thank you very much. Is there anything further you wish the court to know?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Metcalf, it's your turn. What would you like the court to know?
Yes. Good morning, Sergeant Smith. Of course, my name is Teresa Metcalf. I am in court today because, for one, I did not have the phone in my hand. What happened was I was taking the phone, and you know the little cubby hole inside your car, I was putting it there. He said that I was dashing. He came up to the car, asked me for all my information, which I gave him. At that time, he asked me, what was I doing? I said, dashing. I didn't say I was dashing at that time. He also told him that me and my friend are going to dash. He put on my ticket as I was dashing using the phone. And I was not using the phone to dash. I told him that me and my friend are meeting up at McDonald's, have a McDonald's, and then we are going to dash. He also asked me, well, let me see your phone. He looked at my phone. My friend Carvetta's name was on the phone. So had I been dashing, a map or something would have been on my phone, or I would be holding my phone and he would see the dash information. That was not the case. So at that time, of course, I was nervous. I was upset because I haven't had a ticket. I can't even begin to tell you. I don't have no points on my record. So I know the law as far as you cannot hold the phone while you dash or talk or anything. Normally what I do is I keep my phone in the little cubby hole. because I know the law. You cannot. I'm always on my kids with that same thing. However, they do the same thing. I cannot stop them. But for myself, me, I have always abided by the law. I also have one of those dash things where you put your phone up. I do dash, but because of I dash, I have my phone up putting a little thing on the dash, you know, the thing that sticks on the dash. That's normally where I have my phone. We had just pulled out from the gas station. My friend was behind me, told me that the police officer is on the side of me. I knew that. I didn't feel that I was doing anything wrong. Otherwise, I would have hurried up, put my phone up, but I didn't have no need to do that because I wasn't dashing. When he approached my car, he told me, "What was you doing?" I say dashing. And I'm wondering, for one, why is he pulling me over? So of course I'm nervous, I'm upset. And at that time I told him I was dashing. He said, "You dashing?" And I informed him, yes. I was not dashing at that time. And if I was, he would have never seen what, I don't know if he has the right to ask me who's on my phone, but he did. He asked me where my phone was, I showed it to him. He seen my friend's name on there. However, he took my license, went to the back, wrote me a ticket. On this ticket, it says Dashin used the phone. That was not the case. I was putting my phone in a little cubby hole. I'm not denying I didn't have my phone in the hand, but I was not dashing. I had my phone in the hand. I put it on charger and put it in the cubby hole. I guess if I was hurrying up or doing anything or rushing, I would have probably been like, "Oh yeah, let me hurry up." But I didn't think I was doing nothing by we just pulled off from the gas station. So I didn't think, I knew he was on the side of me. I already knew that. And my friend that was going to have the McDonald's sandwiches, she was behind me. So if I had anything of, trying to rush or I thought I was doing something wrong, I would have been hurrying up and trying to put the phone. I wasn't. I knew he was on the side of me. So,
Okay. I want to make sure that the court understands your testimony clearly. So you believe that because you were not dashing and you only touch your phone to put it in the cup holder, you're not responsible legally for violating Michigan hands-free. Is that your testimony?
Well, I know the law as far as you not having the phone and you can't have it in your hand and all of this, you can't have it on the seat or whatever. I know that. But as I'm pulling up for the gas station, I'm literally touching the phone and putting it in the cubby hole. If I thought I was doing something wrong, I already knew he was next to me. I seen him. When we seen him, when we was pulling out, we seen him back away. So when I'm like, what? I was actually nervous. And so when I pulled off, I was so nervous and upset to when we got to McDonald's, I went ahead and looked at the ticket and I'm like, dashing. I told him I was about to go dash. I told him who I was going with. He looked at my phone because he asked me and took all my information. And then he came back with this ticket.
Thank you. I appreciate the professional manner in which you presented your case. Is there anything else you want the court to know?
No, that will be it. I'm just here to explain my story.
Okay. And Sergeant Smith, rebuttal testimony, please.
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
Before the court makes a finding in any potential sanction, the court does note that it never looks at a driving record unless and until it is made relevant by the testimony of the respondent. And in fact, this would not be an enhanced or second offense due to the fact that Ms. Metcalf's driving record is exceedingly clean. With that said, however, the law in play, which is Michigan Compile Law 257.602B of the Motor Vehicle Code, indicates that except as otherwise provided in this section, an individual shall not hold or use a mobile electronic device while operating a motor vehicle. This subsection does not apply to an individual operating a commercial vehicle or a school bus. So while the court believes that it understands the respondent's suggestion that dashing versus not dashing might be germane, that is not relevant to the finding with respect to the law. The remarks on the ticket are actually included for the benefit of both the motorist and the officer as well as the court, but they are not evidence. They simply provide context. In this regard, the court is going to find Ms. Metcalf responsible. And the fine for this is historically $220. The court sees fit under all these circumstances to reduce that to $120. That is payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website. Ms. Metcalf, or you can walk a cash check or charge into this court, 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday to Friday between 8:30 and 4:30. That's due within 7 days. If you wish to appeal this ruling, you may do so by posting a cash bond of $120 within 7 days. The matter will be placed on the docket of the chief judge of the district, and at that time, the city of Berkeley would be represented by City Prosecutor Dan Chris. So $120 within 7, and that completes your hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
Was well.
I love you all. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.